We got a big game in the Big Ten this Saturday with Indiana at Penn State. The Hoosiers are a 15.5-point favorite. The total sits at 48. And man, if I had told you that Penn State would be a 15.5-point underdog at this time of the year, you'd have thought I was crazy. In fact, when I did tell you that Penn State was the most overrated team in the country, coming into the season ranked number 2 overall in the polls, a lot of people did call me crazy. But how do you like me now? That's right. I said I didn't like their coach and I didn't like their quarterback. Well, both of those guys are gone. Drew Aller probably would come in handy this week, but he's not going to be there. They got a freshman under center. But Indiana still undefeated, 9-0, 6-3 against the spread. This team has the number 1 run defense in the Big Ten. They're only allowing 80 yards per game. They've got that big signature win at Oregon, winning by a score of 30-20, and they dominated that game. In fact, that score might not reflect how well they played. I will point out, though, that Penn State did play Oregon as well, and that game did go to overtime. Penn State also lost by one point at Iowa, and Indiana won by 5 points at Iowa. So the common opponents would suggest that these teams might not be 15 points apart, and Penn State still has a pretty solid home field advantage. But Fernando Mendoza, he's a Heisman favorite at this point. But let's look at his home-away splits. The Indiana quarterback, he's completing 77% of his passes at home, 62% of his passes on the road. He averages 9.9 yards per pass at home, 8.7 on the road. He's got 21 touchdown passes at home, 4 on the road. He's only thrown 1 pick at home, 3 on the road. He's got a quarterback rating of 205.5 at home, 145 on the road. You see the theme I'm going with here? It's not easy to win on the road, and it's even more difficult to win on the road by margin. We're going to talk about Penn State, but before we do, I got to tell you about a promotion we have available this weekend at wagertalk.com. And for those of you who watch these videos, you'll be familiar with this one, the Weekend Warrior. $49 will get you all day college football on Saturday, all day NFL on Sunday. We'll even throw in Monday Night Football. And what can you expect from a guy like me? Well, I am 7-2 with NFL the last 2 Sundays, and I am 7-1 with college football the last 3 Saturdays. And since October the 25th, we're hitting 78.9% with all our football picks. So certainly that $49 has been money in the bank for the clients. As always, there's no purchase necessary. You're more than welcome to tune in just for the free picks. I do ask that you take the time to smash that like button. And if you've got anything to say to me about this game or any other game this Saturday or NFL, any other sport or anything you want to talk about, hit me up in the comments below. A lot of people are doing it, and some of them say the damnedest things. Let's see what they're saying this week. Mark Martin 2 says, as much as I wanted to dislike you, Jesse, you're all right in my book. Well, I guess this is what they call a backhanded compliment. I don't know why Mark Martin wanted to dislike me. I don't know what I did to deserve that, but I'm glad that in the end he thinks I'm all right. Let's see what else they're saying. Charles Darwin says, you must be on sedatives during your side hustles, as we've all seen you, Cenk Uygur, blowing your fuse on the Piers Morgan show. And this isn't the first time that this fella has told me that he thinks I look like Cenk Uygur. I think I'm a little bit better looking than Cenk Uygur. In fact, I think if I was doing the Young Turks show, Anna Kasparian would have a tough time keeping her hands off me. It's always good to think positively, but I'm a little bit lighter than Cenk, a little bit younger. Anyways, we don't talk about politics on this channel, goddammit. Let's talk about the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3-5, 5 losses. Who saw that coming? I got to admit, I didn't see them losing 5 games. I thought they were overrated. I thought they would lose to their top 10 ranked opponents, as they do every year, but I didn't see them losing to UCLA and Northwestern. They're 1-7 against the spread. They are 3-2 at home, though, and their home losses, as I mentioned, by 1 point to Northwestern and in overtime against Oregon. So the way I look at this game, they've still got dudes on the line of scrimmage. They got Katron Allen and Nick Singleton in the backfield. They got Kotel Nicky at offensive coordinator. They got Jim Knowles at defensive coordinator. They've got probably the best home field advantage in all of college football. They got a freshman quarterback, Grunkmeyer, who a lot of people were giving me the gears for picking Penn State last week because they said this freshman's going to throw a couple picks. Well, he played a clean game until the final drive. They were knocking on the door. If they scored that touchdown from 1st and goal, they would have covered, but he threw an interception in the end zone. That was his one interception in the game, but he's back home now. Hopefully they're not losing by 3 touchdowns late in this game, and hopefully they can have some success running the ball, despite the fact that Indiana is solid defensively. I just think the value is with the Penn State Nittany Lions here. Very few teams will finish this season undefeated. Perhaps Indiana has what it takes to do it, but like I said, it's not easy to win on the road, and it's particularly difficult to win by margin. We gave you Fernando Mendoza's home-away splits. I think this game is going to be a lot closer than some people do, so we're going to take the points with the Penn State Nittany Lions, and we're going to sprinkle on the money line. And if you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you've got anything to say to me, even if it's nasty, you hit me up in the comments below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.